If you ever struggle with feeling overwhelmed by anxiety, then this video is for you. Hi, my name is Tara. I'm a therapist and a life coach here in Austin, Texas, and I'd like to introduce you to a small strategy that I think could be really effective for better managing anxiety and really any difficult or overwhelming emotion that you're struggling with. Whether that emotion is a specific fear, whether it's worry, tension, overwhelm, just feeling stressed out, or sad, practicing this strategy can really help us to drop down into our emotions and soften and relax somewhat around those emotions. The reason that this strategy is effective is the same reason that modalities like exposure therapy are proven to be the most effective thing to address fear and anxiety. That's because facing the fear and even moving toward what we fear does far more in the larger scope of things to reduce that anxiety, that fear, than anything else. And what we tend to do sometimes is try to avoid it, run away from it, push those feelings away. We do all kinds of mental tricks and things to try to avoid experiencing those difficult emotions. This strategy helps us to face those difficult emotions in a really gentle and easy way that I think can be easy to catch on to and integrate into your daily living. So, a lot of times we're adding like a whole nother layer to the uncomfortable emotion. We're making it bigger, we're making it more uncomfortable and less manageable. So, what we're practicing with strategies like this one is dropping that secondary layer to the uncomfortable emotion. By dropping our resistance, we can greatly decrease our suffering. I think that that's a larger philosophical perspective that could be explored a lot more in some further videos. But essentially, dropping our resistance helps us to feel better. It makes things so much easier for us to drop that resistance to the anxiety or to the difficult emotion. Dr. Weeks grew up in Australia, and she used the metaphor of swimming in the ocean and getting caught up in a current or a riptide, that you don't want to try to swim against the current. You're going to tire yourself out and make things a lot harder for yourself. Instead, usually what's more effective is opening up and floating. This is a great metaphor for our anxiety. I really like this ocean metaphor where we really imagine just kind of softening and relaxing and opening up to the difficult or challenging emotion and breathing into it, allowing time to pass, maybe sending some compassion to that emotion, and essentially dropping our resistance to the anxiety, to the sadness, to the grief or the fear or the worry or the overwhelm. Dropping our resistance helps it to go ahead and pass, and it makes the whole experience a lot more manageable and comfortable for us. Now, when I'm practicing a strategy like this with clients, how long we practice it and exactly what it looks like varies by the client's age, by their attention span, by what it is that we're addressing. So I'd encourage you to kind of take an organic approach to it as well. Make it your own, take what's effective for you and leave the rest. And if there's anything in this video that's helpful for you, I hope that you'll carry that forward and practice it on your own. I'd encourage you to use this strategy anytime there's a little bit of anxiety or tension. It's a great opportunity to practice. Over time, we can train our mind, our body, and our nervous system to take a different approach to anxiety or uncomfortable emotions. Our mind is malleable and our behaviors are changeable. By practicing strategies like this with repetition, we do start to train ourselves to have a different approach to anxiety. As I mentioned before, I hope that you make this practice your own. You can practice it for as little or as long of a period of time as is helpful for you. And with that said, let's jump into the practice. Let's start by taking some slow, even breaths in through the nose, breathing all the way down into the bottom of the lungs until the belly expands outward. We really want to breathe in slowly and deeply. And when we exhale, think of exhaling slow enough to where you can't hear your breath. Think of exhaling completely emptying your lungs before taking the next inhale. Let's take some slow, even, deep breaths just like that, finding a rhythm that's comfortable for you. And let's close the eyes. Let's invite our body to soften and relax, beginning with the scalp, the muscles in our face, our jaw, softening and relaxing the muscles in the neck, the shoulders, dropping the shoulders if they're raised at all, softening and relaxing the muscles in the back and the abdomen. Continuing to breathe slowly and deeply, softening and relaxing the muscles in our limbs, our arms and legs, softening and relaxing all the way down to the bottom of our feet and the tips of our fingers. And now let's bring our focus to our internal state, to our emotions, our feelings. And let's just identify any little feeling of tension, worry, stress, or anxiety as we continue to breathe in slowly. And as we continue to soften and relax the muscles in our body. And let's just notice where in the body that tension lies. Maybe it's in the throat. Maybe we feel that tension or anxiety in the chest. Maybe in the belly. Wherever it is, let's just notice it. Noticing whether it's small or big, whether it's moving or solid and heavy. Perhaps it's spread around your body in different places. Let's just notice the sensations of any tension or anxiety. And as we identify where in the body we feel that tension, let's imagine just breathing into that sensation. Breathing into that tension or anxiety, becoming curious about it, just observing it, just noticing it. We're not trying to push it away, stop it, or avoid it. We're simply becoming curious about that feeling. Let's just imagine that we are completely opening up to any uncomfortable feeling. We're dropping any resistance to it, softening and relaxing, and just floating with that uncomfortable emotion. Allowing it to be there, breathing into it. And now, let's imagine sending some compassion to that emotion. As we breathe into it, can we also send some compassion to that tension, to that tightness or heaviness? Whatever the sensation is, let's just breathe into it, open up and float with it, and send it some compassion. Knowing that that emotion will pass whenever it's ready. Having complete acceptance that that emotion is present in our body right now. If you're having any difficulty really tapping into any emotion, life coach Joe Hudson tells his clients to drop their head, drop their chin down to the chest, and see if you can connect to the emotion. Just trying to connect with any difficult emotion as we breathe into it and imagine just floating with that difficult emotion. Let's see if we can sink into that feeling just a little bit more. Continuing to breathe deeply and slowly, completely exhaling on the out-breath. Really allowing yourself to sink into that feeling. Again, let's send some compassion to whatever the difficult emotion is. Let's continue to breathe into it. Just opening the body to whatever that difficult feeling is. With the eyes still closed, let's slowly bring our awareness back to the room around us, bringing our awareness to the space around us, to our body. Might notice the temperature of the air. Notice how you're supported by your chair or the bed beneath you. You might start to slowly wiggle your toes, your fingers. If your shoulders or your neck want to stretch and move around, just allow your body to move around a little bit if it feels good to stretch or begin to move in any way. Continuing to take those deep, slow breaths. Let's begin to slowly open the eyes. Fully coming back to the room. And let's see if we can maintain that openness, that softened and relaxed sensation in our body throughout the day. If any difficult emotion arises today, I'd encourage you to practice a little bit more, even if it's just for a few seconds of just opening up internally, breathing into it, softening and relaxing, offering compassion to whatever the difficult emotion is, offering compassion to ourselves for experiencing that, knowing that with time, emotions do pass, and we're just dropping all resistance to that difficult experience and just being present with it for a few moments. Thank you so much for practicing that strategy with me. Let me know in the comments what your experience was, if it was helpful, and if you're interested in any further guided mindfulness exercises such as that one. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. I look forward to connecting again soon.